In the case of nuclear or radiological fallout, people living around potential targets such as military bases and
Hello everybody, it's Mike the Baldadonis, and today is Thursday, which means it's
a Conspiracy Theories Thursday
with Gary from the gym.
To talk about blue lights, or the LED, or the CFL lights, compact fluorescent lights. What were you doing 3 years ago, say December of 2014?
I don't recall.
You don't recall?
I don't recall.
Well, in December 2014, I was out collecting incandescent light bulbs like this, because I didn't like, I had one of these bulbs a few years back, and I didn't like it. It doesn't really put out a lot of light, and it did flicker. It takes a long time to turn on, you know, to get it to going. So I says, oh, I gotta buy some incandescent lights. And why did I do that? Because in January 1st, 2015, Congress banned incandescent light bulbs. Incandescent light bulbs are the bulbs that we used to use when I was growing up. And because I didn't like the compact fluorescent light, I did my homework. But I didn't realize what's going on now with the ban. See, you don't have a choice now when you go to the store to get electric light. You're either going to get a CFL light or a LED light. Now these lights, they're blue waves, a blue light, which is it has a short wavelength, and it's not healthy to the human body. So inadvertently, I gained by being able to get the incandescents back then. LEDs, what instruments are they in? You'll find them in your television, your screen, your tablets, your iPhones, in your house with the lights, when you do lights or anything of that nature, and the street lights in your city, in your municipality buildings, you know, libraries, town hall, anyway. Yeah. So in January 1st, 2015, Congress made a law that said you can't buy an incandescent light bulb in order to save energy.
You can't buy it, or
cannot buy it. It's banned. You can't even import them in this country. You know, the ones that look like incandescents now are actually LEDs. So, and if you do get an incandescent light bulb, they're designed to be even more short-lived. In other words, you'd end up buying more of them, and you just get fed up with it and just go with the LED. Incandescents, they claim only lasted 1,000 hours, where these LEDs would last for, you know, hours and hours and hours, you know, long time, years say. They use 85% less electricity, so that's the selling point, is that you're going to use less electricity. Well, like I was saying, Congress voted these in on 2015 with the idea that people use LED lights, they'll save energy, and then the power plants won't have to produce as much coal-powered or oil-fueled electricity. In other words, to save money in that department in global warming. But my question is, how come we're pushing an electric car? I mean, or they're talking about electric cars. I'm not saying good or bad on it. The point of the story is I would think an electric car uses a hell of a lot more electricity than a light bulb. LED lights can cause age-related macro degeneration. There are doctors that are talking about how we have epidemics of obesity, epidemics of heart attacks, cancer. Alzheimer's is coming up. In Britain, it's big-time Alzheimer's. And the new epidemic will be coming blindness because of these shortwave blue light LEDs. It's not a natural light. Your natural light would be the incandescent light bulb. Your body needs light for energy.
And where'd you hear that from?
Dr. McCullough was talking about it. He had a fact that said that 1/3 of our energy is from food, and you get 2/3 from light. Sunlight, you get a lot of energy from that. I mean, how do your plants grow? What do they need? Light. Our governments, local and whatever state, are trying to save money, so they're putting LED lights on your street lights. Your towns get grants, and they put LED lights in your libraries, your municipals, like I mentioned earlier, and it's not a healthy light. Your body doesn't repair itself through this type of light. So this is what's going on. These blue lights have an oxidative stress on your tissue. It decreases melatonin, which helps your circadian rhythm for sleeping. If you don't have a deep sleep, your body can't repair itself. So some people have considered this a genocide on worldwide population, because they use LED lights in Europe and what have you. They got the same situation going on. This blindness ain't going to happen overnight, but children, they're more receptive to the blue light. I mean, their eyes take it in more. So I'm looking at children. Their parents are letting the kids play with the little iPhone. Yep. I mean, they think it's hip to have a tablet, and the kids are playing their games and this and that. And if you all look into it, you'll realize that you need to protect your children and what have you. You know, I was, if you see my other times with Mike, I was into this, like the radio wave, the microwave, and I felt the fear of the microwave always going through you, and it does do it, ruining cells and what have you. But from what I'm seeing about this blue light, it's just as detrimental or worse. So I don't know which one's worse, but so you can get aids to help you with blocking the blue lights. You have glasses that have, you can get blue block on your glasses. I bought a pair. And they came in, but they didn't put it on, so I got to wait until they get it back again. But the eye doctors weren't aware of that. It was like new to them. It's like, what? Yeah, computer glasses that have a blue block on them. So if you're doing computer work, it'll block the blue light on your computer. I'm wearing them for television. I do have another pair. See, these blue lights have a glare too. I mean, you've seen the car headlights. Yeah. They drive at you, and they got the glare. Well, that's your LED lights on those cars. I found that the red tail lights of the automobiles and other lights have high lead. These lights have nickel in them, lead in them, and mercury. And these levels are toxic to human beings. So it begs the question, why does Congress vote something in when things are so toxic? That's what I don't get. That's what really bothers me. You have children that play baseball or throw a football in the house, and they accidentally break a light. I mean, I've broken a few lights when I was a kid. So now that you got these CFL lights that are full of mercury, what happens to your house? Your house gets toxic. They tell you not to use a vacuum cleaner to clean it all up. You know what I'm saying? And if you if your bulb dies, you got to take it to a hazmat area, and it has to be put away in a safe place. So it begs the question. And other things that I've found that blue light increases the Morgellons growth. If you wanted to do it, you could get a petri dish or a white container and get either red wine or grape juice. Put it in your mouth, swish it around for a little bit, and then spit it out. And you know, if you want to see if you got Morgellons or not, you can look at that. But if you put the blue light on it, you'll find it grows very rapidly. So is there? Yeah.
Well, don't you have bacteria in your mouth? It's gonna
Yes,
grow
but
anyway.
this is Morgellons. Is the little you'll see like little looks like snakes that are moving around. Yeah. But that was I did talk about Morgellons if you wanted to. Google that, but all I'm saying is the blue light enhances or increases the growth of Morgellons. Okay, so if everybody's under these blue lights, it begs the question. Also, blue lights, they also have, you know what Wi-Fi is, right? What would Wi-Fi be?
For your devices.
Wireless internet or whatever,
Yeah.
right? Well, now they're coming out with a Li-Fi, L-I-F-I. And the Li-Fi, light, L-I is light. And they can use light to transmit data. So yeah, so in time that it'll show that every light, LED light could connect you up to the internet. Yeah, it's 100 times faster than Wi-Fi. Yeah.
Wow.
But I just wanted to talk about blue lights rather than the Li-Fi. You can look that up if you want an L-I-F-I, Li-Fi. So melatonin's a hormone that influences the circadian rhythm. Researchers have linked short sleep to increased risks of depression as well as diabetes, cardiovascular problems. Like I said earlier, the compact fluorescent light contains small amounts of mercury, a potential neurotoxin, which is especially dangerous to children and pregnant women, and made more serious by the confined area if the bulb breaks indoors. And, these increased concern that light pollution caused by artificial lighting that reduces the production of hormone melatonin by the brain's pineal gland can cause cancer and other diseases. I guess the best attribute is LED lighting reduces energy consumption and decreases the use of fossil fuels. So the LED can be a controlled way of sending information and communication to humans and the Internet of Things to come. So
You heard it here first.
so this is like the first step. This technology is old because they've had it for the longest time. They're just letting it in. It's new to us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're already like 5 steps ahead of us, okay? So, you know, this is what it is. So to say that LEDs are supposed to save electricity, which they do, but you're going to have electric cars and you're going to have 5G and all that's run on electricity. I don't know if you've ever looked at your telephone poles as you're driving around your city. You see these big boxes, and they're all running electricity. So I don't know. It's just halogen lights are good for you. It's got the clearness, it's got the heat, and it's got that orange tone. Red light. This thing called red light therapy, where red lights can heal. And I don't have any LEDs at my house to show you, but I did have this. This is an LED. And as you can see how bright it is.
Up.
Oh,
There you go.
see how bright it is? So when an LED light, it might look like a yellowish tint or a yellow glow. Well, they just cover it. It's actually a blue light inside with the small light waves, and they just cover the around the bulb to just give it that yellowish look. But it's still the the short wave light. So that's the story.
All right.
You know, as you're driving, get the blue lens for your eyes when you're driving. It won't affect you. Because the more light the LED light that you have before you go to bed, you're not going to get a solid sleep.
Right.
Okay?
All right. So until the next video, everybody, Baldadonis out.